Hello and welcome back to the Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association State Championships. We are back here at the Arkansas PBS studios for Quiz Bowl 2021. I'm Lauren McCullough. What a great day of Quiz Bowl we have had so far, and we are down to our last two matches. Right now, over at University of Central Arkansas, our teams are taking their places and getting final instructions for the 3A State Championship, featuring the high schools from Mountain View and Haas Hall Fayetteville. Let us turn now to our commentator, Bill Davis. Bill, what can you tell us about this match?
Two seasoned teams. They both understand the game very well, and they'll both be prepared very well. We're going to see a really fast-moving game. I predict lots of anticipation by our players, which means they'll buzz in early. That makes the game move very, very quickly. A lot of times it will be actually a race to the buzzers because both the teams are going to know the answers to them. I won't be surprised if we don't answer 17 or 18 of the first 20 questions by these two teams. Excellent teams.
You've got some faith in them. All right, thank you. And it seems we are about ready to begin our match, so let's meet those teams. For Mountain View, we have junior Bo Turner, sophomore Ben Bishop, junior Nate Franks, and junior Daniel Henley. The captain is senior Will Fowkes. The alternates are junior Luke Fletcher and sophomore Rhett Avey. And for Haas Hall Fayetteville, we have senior Sam Bishop, senior Daniel Jarvis, senior Jackson Collins, and junior Adrian Hughes. The captain is senior Caden Williamson. Their alternates are seniors Mashiat Rahman, junior Ian Pop, and sophomores Eric Wilkins and Parker Isaacs. Their coach is Isaac Ripplemeyer. We would like to thank our volunteer judges for giving us their time today. They are Joanna Sutton, Amanda McMahon, Sammy Benjamin, Kelly Webb, Carolyn Schrei, and Nita Wimberly is our scorekeeper. So, we've met our competitors. Let's turn it over now to our quizmaster, Steve Patterson, and find out who is going to be our 3A Quiz Bowl champion. Steve?
Thanks so much, Lauren, and we're excited to be here at Arkansas PBS and at UCA. Our groups are at UCA, and then myself and others are sitting here at the Arkansas PBS studios. And it's great to see them all. Met them earlier today. And this is two great groups of young people right here. And we're excited for y'all. When we leave here today, one of you will be the 3A state champion and one will be the runner-up. Both great positions, but I know which one y'all would prefer to have. Captains, we've got Captain Will and Captain Caden. Because I don't have any communication with your coaches, if you will, indicate to me when a substitute has to be made, when there's a challenge to be had. If you will indicate that to me, that would be a great help because your coaches are not with me. All right, y'all ready to start this game? It's just another game. Just has a lot of meaning to it, doesn't it? All right, well, let's do it with this first toss-up. Here we go. Members of this movement include Lawrence Ferengeti, Jack Kerouac, and... All right, Mountain View Will.
Beet.
Yes. White dwarfs form a small cluster near its bottom center, and supergiants are at the top. All right, Mountain View Will.
Hertzsprung-Russell diagram.
That's right. This Arizona senator's politics were characterized by a conservative approach to fiscal. Okay, Mountain View Will.
McCain.
No. Conservative approach to fiscal matters and a firm advocacy of states' rights. Name this man who received... Okay, Haas Hall Jackson.
Goldwater.
Goldwater is what we're looking for, yes. Its outermost entries are all one, and the inner entries... All right, Mountain View Will.
Pascal's triangle.
Will, you're absolutely right. Question number 5. What word is used to describe the crime of assuming oneself the rights or qualities of God or irreverent behavior toward anything held sacred? All right, Fayetteville, Adrian.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy is correct. Number 6. In the early 60s, this man collected the signatures of 11,000 scientists to petition the UN in opposition to nuclear weapons testing, for which he won the Nobel Peace Prize. All right, Mountain View, Will?
Pauling.
That's absolutely right. All right, going to go to question number 7. The NFL draft prospect, Amari Rodgers, has a very famous father who was quarterback. All right, Haas Hall, Caden.
Cooper.
No. Quarterback of the University of Tennessee when they went to the national championship in 1998. Then quarterbacked for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Philadelphia Eagles, and Oakland Raiders before going into coaching. Name Amari Rodgers' father. All right, Will?
Carr.
No, it is T. Martin. T-E-E, Martin. The Second Reich was Prussia, and the United Germany under Otto von Bismarck was the third. Was the third Germany in Nazi Germany. What realm was considered to be the first Reich? Ben.
Holy Roman Empire.
That's absolutely correct. And you got it with me stumbling all over it. Very good. What property states that between every two rational numbers there is another rational number? All right, Caden from Fayetteville?
Zeno's property.
No. All right, Will?
Intermediate value property.
It is the density property. She became the first recipient of the Grand Master Award from the Mystery Writers of America in 1954. All right, Haas Hall, Daniel?
Christie.
Yes, Agatha Christie. It is made up of 3 muscles which are used to move the knee and thigh and is easily strained during activities that are athletic. All right, Haas Hall, Caden?
Hamstring.
Yes. This ancient civilization, located in present-day Pakistan and northwest India, okay, Haas Hall, Adrian?
Indus civilization.
No. Successful farmers who grew crops in the fertile soil beside the river. Name this society whose people constructed the first towns and cities which mysteriously disappeared around. All right, Mountain View Bow?
The Harappans.
No, it's the Indus Valley civilization, and I needed the word valley to be with it. All right, what differentiation rule must be applied to find the derivative of 2 functions which are being... Okay, Mountain View, Will?
Chain rule.
No, which are being multiplied together. The answer is the product rule. All right, give us just a moment while we figure out if we had an equipment malfunction on that question. I believe we're checking to make sure everything's all right over at UCA. All right, I believe that we had some problems with the Zoom feed. Therefore, we're going to give Haas Hall a backup question that deals with mathematics. And that way we can make sure that we've been fair. Mountain View buzzed in and got the incorrect answer, but then students from Haas Hall weren't allowed to buzz in. So here's the question we're going to give you, and it's a 20-second math question. And it says, what is the degree measure of an inscribed angle that in a circle that intercepts an arc measuring 82 degrees? Answers, please. Okay, Caden.
41 degrees.
41 degrees is exactly what we needed. All right, the next question is number 14, and here we go. In this Pulitzer Prize-winning play, the title character commits suicide in order for his family to have his insurance money. Name this Arthur Miller play. All right, Fayetteville, Caden.
The Death of a Salesman.
Yes. This structure was first hypothesized by Alfred Wegener in 1915 as the centerpiece of his theory. Okay, Mountain View Bo.
Pangea.
Yes. All right, question 16. The Japanese utilized these during World War II. All right, that's Will.
Kamikaze.
No. To fire balloon attacks on the North American mainland. Name these fast-flowing relative... Okay, Caden.
Gatling gun.
No, the correct answer would be jet stream. I would have finished with name these fast-flowing, relatively narrow air currents found at approximately 10 miles above the surface of the Earth. And it's jet stream. Okay, next toss-up for both schools. This Old Testament book was written between 400 and 200 BC and deals with the theme of Jewish survival in the face of hardship. Name this book, which tells... Okay, Fayetteville, Daniel?
Exodus.
No. Name this book, which tells of the title character saving her people. All right, and that's Ben.
Esther.
Esther's right. How many faces does a cube have? Will.
6.
No. Does a cube have then a triangular prism? That's going to be Sam.
2.
No, the correct answer was 1. 1. All right. Here's our next toss-up question. Along with Brahma and Vishnu, okay, Bo.
Shiva.
Shiva is the correct answer. Good job. Identify the cycle of enzyme-catalyzed reactions in living cells in which large molecules... All right, Mountain View, Will?
Metabolism.
No. Which large molecules such as sugars and fatty acids are metabolized and then converted to energy in carbon dioxide. Okay, Sam?
Krebs cycle.
That's what we were looking for right there. And that is the last question of the first round. Oh my goodness, y'all are keeping it close today. All right, so at the end of one round, so the score is Mountain View 80 and Haas Hall 70. Are there any challenges to that?
Yes.
Caden?
Yes. There's a challenge.
All right, so Haas Hall Fayetteville would like to have time to fill out their paperwork on a challenge and present it to our judges. So while we do that, we're going to take a short break. All right, welcome back. After the end of the first round, we had a challenge by Haas Hall Fayetteville about the Indus Valley civilization. And the judges have decided to accept the answer of Indus River, which was given. And they are going to award Haas Hall Fayetteville 10 points for that. And so a good challenge for Haas Hall to make right there. And, of course, that evens the score up, doesn't it? Makes it now 80-80. And we certainly knew this would be a good game. We didn't know that you would cause our heart rates to be going up, but that's what it is. All right, I believe we're ready to start the second round, and we've already made substitutions during that break. Mountain View has brought in Luke Fletcher. Good to have you, Luke. And then for Haas Hall Fayetteville, they have brought in Eric Wilkins. So, Eric, you're right there in the center of my screen. All right, good to have you all in. Now, of course, you know how this second round is played. If you can get the toss-up, your team gets a 4-part bonus. So let's try to get it with this toss-up question for both teams. Are you ready? Can everyone hear me? Okay, here we go. This Chinese revolutionary leader led an army of workers and peasants on the Long March. Mountain View, Ben.
Mao Zedong.
You're right, Ben. And you've earned a bonus. That is called presidents, the presidents. Tell what the initial stands for in these presidents' names. And I'll get all my answers from you, Will. When you give an answer, say answer, and then I'll know it's your official answer. Okay. T. Woodrow Wilson.
Answer Thomas.
Yes. Herbert C. Hoover.
Clark. Answer Clark.
Yes. S. Grover Cleveland.
Stephen.
Sydney.
Okay, I'll try it. Answer Stephen.
Stephen is correct. Gerald R. Ford.
Rudolph. Answer Rudolph.
It is Rudolph. Very good. So all 4 correct for a total of 30 points when we count in the toss-up. All right. Another toss-up for both schools. This is a math computation. So we've put 20 seconds on the clock, and we're asking you to do this. Find the derivative of the function f of x equals sine squared x. All right, Will?
F prime of x equals 2 minus sine squared x.
That is not what I have. All right, Eric?
F prime of x equals 2 sine of x times cosine of x.
That is not what I have either. I have 2 sine x cosine x, or sine 2x sine 2x. Pardon me, sine 2x times sine x times cosine x, or sine 2x are the answers that I have. All right, here's a toss-up for both schools. She wrote, from her beacon hand glows worldwide welcome. Her mild eyes command the air-bridged harbor. Name this creator of the sonnet. Adrian.
Lazarus.
Lazarus is correct. Emma Lazarus is what we needed. All right. So you've earned Haas Hall Fayetteville a bonus called Art Movements. Art Movements. Name the art movement with which the following artists are associated. And Caden, once again, when you give me the answer, say answer and then give me the answer. All right. Braque and Picasso.
Answer Cubism.
Yes. Cezanne and Monet.
Answer Impressionism.
Yes. Hals and Rubens.
Answer Modernism.
No. Michelangelo and Da Vinci.
Renaissance. I don't know. Is there? Huh? Humanism. Okay, yeah. Answer Humanism.
No, the answer to that one was Renaissance.
Ah.
And Hals and Rubens are Baroque. But you got 2 correct, so for a total of 20 points. Very good. All right, here's a toss-up for both schools. This Austrian physicist and philosopher devised a system of measuring speed relative to the speed of sound. Name this. Fayetteville, Caden.
Mach.
Mach is what we're looking for. Good job. All right, you've earned a Shakespeare bonus. Shakespeare. Given 2 characters, name the Shakespearean play in which they appear. Antonio and Shylock. Answer, please.
Pass.
All right, Desdemona and Iago.
Pass.
Petruchio and Caterina.
Pass.
Okay, and Prospero and Miranda.
Pass.
All right, that one was The Tempest. And then Antonio and Shylock, The Merchant of Venice. Desdemona and Iago was Othello. And Petruchio and Caterina was The Taming of the Shrew. All right, I can guess you probably won't be taking the Shakespeare lightning round either. All right, here's a toss-up to try to get the last bonus. This large, sparsely populated, landlocked, oval-shaped country in eastern Asia lies, and that is Mountain View's Will.
Mongolia.
You're right. And aptly enough, you've earned a world geography bonus. Identify the continent on which the following deserts are located. All right, number 1, Gobi.
Asia. That's Asia, yeah. Answer Asia.
Yes. Great Sandy.
Where?
Answer, please.
Rainbow.
Australia.
Answer Australia.
Yes. Kalahari.
Africa.
Answer Africa.
Yes. Sonoran.
That's North America.
North America.
Yeah. Answer North America.
Yes. So you got all 4 of those. Very good. And maybe just as importantly, you've taken us out of round 2. So at the end of the first 2 rounds, Mountain View is leading Haas Hall Fayetteville by 30, 140 to 110, unless we have any challenges on the bonus questions. None?
Yes, we do. We have a challenge.
And it has to be over the bonus and not over the toss-up. Okay.
Yeah, I think we tried to stop it after the toss-up, but we moved through to the next toss-up.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what the ruling will be on.
While they are working out that challenge, an interesting strategy Bill has to tell us about.
Possibly.
Okay.
The question that we saw that Haas Hall answered on a toss-up, and this is not the challenge, this is just a strategy that I think I picked up on. They were given questions about Shakespeare. I know Haas Hall's got to have studied Shakespeare. They passed on those questions. At the time, the score was tied. Sometimes a team will want to put themselves in a position where they're just a little bit behind going into that 60-second round so that they get the advantage of picking one of the three of the 60-second rounds. They get first choice. And I think I saw, I may have been seeing things that were not there, but I think Haas Hall pitched those and kept the score tied, knowing there was another toss-up out there, and had decided we're going to be behind going into that 60-second round. When I coached for 20 years, I did that a lot of times. I'd want to be 5 or 10, 15 points behind, so I get first choice. Then I get the area that I know, and we can run it. And I think Haas Hall's playing that. Now, as far as the other thing that we're contending, there's nothing challenging that. They have every right to do that. And but the other thing that they're contending is that in this match, in the bonus round, you have a toss-up question. Team captures that. They have 4 bonus parts, 5 points for each of those bonus parts. If a coach decides that there was something wrong with the toss-up question, if there was a possible challenge, you cannot wait until the quarter is over. You must challenge right then at the end of the toss-up. You can challenge bonus questions at the end of the quarter because they're kind of dead. But the toss-up that leads to the challenge, you have to challenge right after that toss-up. And I think that's what's going on. We may have had a technical difficulty and that didn't happen or whatever, and the judges will handle that. I'm confident they'll do that. But that's the way the rule is set up, so that if the challenge was lodged right after the toss-up and then it was decided, then you didn't handle those bonus questions at the end and mess up the whole score. And this is a close game. Mm-hmm. This is one of those I call barn burner games. Yeah. And it's one that I say coaches are in a pressure cooker, because you've got to pay attention to every little detail, including how did somebody pronounce something? Did they pronounce it correctly? How did somebody read the answer, particularly on math questions? Did they read it correctly or did they miss something there? And you've got, like we said, students around you that they're looking at this material and they're listening to the game. So when they listen to the game, they may say to the coach, no, that's not right. They didn't say that correctly. And that's why being a judge, you've got to really be listening to every little part that goes along. It's not easy being a judge. It's easy being in my position. I can just yak, but not for them. They got to really listen to the game in detail. And these two teams are very, very smart. By that, they've got width of knowledge, they've got depth of knowledge. Look at the answers that we've seen on these. Some of this was obscure knowledge, and they were firing it back. Wonderful game. It's going to be a great one.
I think he knows his stuff. Hey, let's check back in with Steve and see what the status is over there. Steve?
Well, we had 2 challenges while we were waiting on one. We got another one. One had to do with, well, they both had to do with a question about math and derivatives. And the challenge by Mountain View was denied. It said it was a moderator technical issue. So, in other words, that one was my fault, and I apologize. And then we had another challenge from Haas Hall Fayetteville about the answer to the math computation, but it was read a little bit differently than was in the book. But to be fair, we're going to toss out, we're going to toss another question to Haas Hall Fayetteville alone. It will not be for Mountain View. It'll be just for Haas Hall, and it will not have a bonus attached to it. That's what the judges tell me, so that's what we're going with. And so here is your math computation. This is just for Haas Hall. What is the value of I raised to the 43rd power? All right, Caden?
Negative I.
That's correct. So we'll award 10 points to Haas Hall Fayetteville. All right. Now we're out of round 2 and ready for round 3. It looks like Haas Hall, you're still in the position to have 3 choices, and then Mountain View will pick one of the 2 that you do not pick. All right, this is the first one is called chemical elements. Name the chemical element when given the origin of its name. Okay, you might want to choose American fiction. Identify the state in which each of the following novels is set. And U.S. presidents. Many of our presidents have named their private homes and estates. Name the U.S. presidents who lived in the following homes. Teams, you have 1 minute to discuss.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, this match is taking off. It's a nail-biter. We have made it to the lightning round. Bill, tell us, what can we expect? What can the students expect for this round?
This is a nail-biter, and this is really important for both of these teams. They know that they're going to get several of them and possibly run the whole 60 seconds or the whole 10 questions, and that'll give them a 20-point bonus. As close as this game is, this is probably going to decide the match, because these 2 teams are so equally matched that in the fourth quarter with the 20 questions, you can expect one to answer 7 and one to answer 8, or one to answer 9 and one to answer 8. So you know this is the time when you can pile up some points, and both of these teams want to do that. Now, Haas Hall will have the first choice, then Mountain View will have the second choice on the area. This year we're not throwing anything back, so it's going to be real important. This is a really important decision for both of these teams.
I'm kind of glad I'm not in the hot seat.
Me too.
Whew. Okay, speaking of hot seat, it looks like the students have made their decisions, so let's go back to our quizmaster, Steve.
All right, we're back, and Haas Hall Fayetteville, we'll need to get you to have Caden come back to his headset so he can tell us what they've decided.
Haas Hall picks elements.
All right, Haas Hall has picked elements. That leaves American fiction or U.S. president homes. Will, which one would you like?
Sorry? Yeah, we'll gather up, yeah.
Presidents.
All right, president's homes, okay. And Haas Hall is making a sub. What about you, Will? Are y'all going to make a sub?
Do we have subs? No subs. No subs.
All right, so Mountain View's ready to go. Well, Haas Hall has made its substitution, and Mashayet, I hope I'm saying that right. It's good to have you into the game for this third round. All right, so I believe we're ready now. Haas Hall chose chemical elements when they were asked to pick a category. It says, name the chemical element when given the origin of its name. Okay? And when you get ready to give an answer, if you would say answer and then tell me what your answer is, that would be a great help, Caden. All right, here's the first one. Greek, meaning yellow-green.
Huh? Oh, so no, that's a different thing. Potassium. Sodium. Answer sodium.
No. Latin for France.
Latin. Francium, right? Yeah, right. Answer francium.
No. Named for the sun.
Helium.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Answer helium.
Yes. Latin meaning rainbow.
It's like iridium. Okay. Answer iridium.
Yes. Greek meaning hidden.
Huh?
Greek meaning what?
Hydrogen? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Answer,
Okay.
please.
Answer hydrogen.
No. Latin for Paris.
Okay, yeah, sure. I know.
Answer, please.
Answer palladium.
No. Greek meaning rose-colored.
Rose color?
Are you Rhodium.
Yeah,
Rhodium?
go with that.
Okay. Answer rubidium.
No. Name for the moon.
Selenium.
Selenium. Okay.
Selenium.
Answer selenium.
Yes. Name for the Norse god of thunder.
Thunder.
Thorium.
Thorium. Okay. Answer thorium.
Yes. And Greek meaning strange. Strange.
Strontium. I don't know.
Answer, please.
Answer strontium.
No. All right, so the Greek meaning yellow-green is chlorine. Latin for France is gallium. Greek meaning hidden was krypton. Latin for Paris was lutetium. I'm not sure. And Greek meaning rose-colored is rhodium. And then Greek meaning strange is xenon. All right. Yes, I got 4 correct on that for Haas Hall. Now, Will, it's your turn to have the same opportunity to do at least as well. And it says, U.S. presidents, many of our presidents have named their private homes and estates. Name the U.S. presidents who lived in the following homes. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Westland Mansion.
Okay, you guys have to speak up. What do you guys got? Let's go FDR.
Answer, please.
All right.
Answer FDR.
No, Hermitage.
That's Jackson. Answer Jackson.
Yes, the Beaches. And it's spelled with 2 E's, Beaches.
Answer Nixon.
No, Hyde Park.
That's FDR. Yeah. Answer FDR.
Yes, La Casa Pacifica.
Pacific born president, so Nixon maybe? Answer Nixon.
Yes. Wheatland.
Maybe go Adams, maybe?
Answer, please.
Answer Adams.
No. Lindenwald.
You guys know that one? We'll go Johnson. Answer Johnson.
No. Prairie Chapel Ranch.
That's isn't that Theodore Roosevelt?
I know he has that be.
Yeah, okay, we'll go. Answer Theodore Roosevelt.
No. Sagamore Hill.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Okay. Answer Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes. Pacific Palisades.
What's another California born president?
Answer, please.
Answer Reagan.
Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Yes. Westland Mansion was Grover Cleveland. The Beaches was Calvin Coolidge. Wheatland was James Buchanan. Lindenwald was Martin Van Buren. And Prairie Chapel Ranch was George W. Bush. And so those were the answers on those. All right. Any challenges on our lightning round?
Not from Mountain View.
None, Caden?
Sorry, not no challenges from.
All right, what about substitutions? Do either team want to make substitutions?
Yes, we will have. Haas Hall will have.
Okay, Haas Hall is going to make a substitution. All right, there is one round remaining. 20 questions worth 10 points each, so 200 points up for grabs. And with a 30-point difference in this score and 2 great teams, this could go either way. So we're proud of both of you. You both will be excellent examples of Arkansas Quiz Bowl. And we wish both teams well as we go into this 4th round. Y'all ready? We're going to start with math computation. So we're going to put 20 seconds on the clock. Determine the volume of a cone that has a circular base with a radius of 5 meters and a height of 15 meters. All right, Will from Mountain View.
125 pi cubic meters.
That's correct. In 1997, every Major League Baseball team retired uniform. All right, that's Will.
Jackie Robinson.
You're right. Classified as a comedy, although a dark one, this three-word title of what Shakespearean play? Okay, Bo.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
No. Begins and ends with the same 7-letter word. All right, Caden.
Romeo and Juliet.
No, it's Measure for Measure. All right, here's another toss-up for you. Its launch and development in April of 1990 marked the first significant advance in astronomy since Galileo's. All right, Will.
The Hubble Space Telescope.
You're right. This 1786 series of violent attacks on courthouses and other government properties in Massachusetts. All right, Mountain View, Will.
Shays' Rebellion.
That's right. What early form of jazz was popularized in the 1890s by composers Tom Turpin and Scott Joplin? Okay, Caden.
Ragtime.
You're right. All right. Question 37. What value is found if you take the derivative of the velocity of a particle? Will.
Acceleration.
Yes. Benito Serrano was written by this novelist whose first success... Okay, Will?
Rostand.
No. Whose first success came with the novel Typee. Name this man whose other works include Billy Budd and Bartleby. Sam.
Melville.
You're right, Sam. This condition almost always occurs in boys and is passed from mother to son through one of the mother's genes. Okay, Mountain View, Bo?
Color blindness.
No. Name this blood disorder which affected the son of Nicholas II. Fayetteville, Daniel.
Hemophilia.
Right. Grassroots organizations have been attempting to have them imposed for years, although only our president is subject to them. Give the two-word phrase. Mountain View, Will.
Term limits.
That's correct. Minute changes in temperature and pressure from what point on a substance's... Will?
Triple point.
Yes. Beatrice is one of the principal characters in which Shakespearean... All right, Will?
Much Ado About Nothing.
Right. Question 43. An organized profile of a person's chromosomes shows two chromosomes. All right, Will?
Down syndrome?
No. Shows two chromosomes that specify sex with the rest arranged in pairs, numbered 1 through 22, from largest to smallest. What is this display of pairs of... And that's going to be Caden.
Pedigree.
No, we were looking for karyotype. Identify the small but symbolic 1775 victory in which... Will?
Lexington and Concord.
No. In which colonial forces led by Ethan Allen and Benedict Arnold captured a fort on Lake Champlain from British troops and transported their cannons to Boston. Okay, Sam?
Fort Ticonderoga.
Yes.
The Battle of Fort Ticonderoga.
That's fine. Math computation. Convert the polar coordinate 4, 2 pi over 3 to rectangular coordinates. All right, that's Will.
4, square root 3 over 2.
No. Haas Hall Fayetteville, looks like Sam's buzzed in.
2, 2 square root of 3.
Yes. I apologize. I have negative 2 square root of 3. So, cannot give you credit for that. What name was given to early 20th century journalists who wrote shocking stories about society's Bo?
Muckrakers.
Yes. These winds blow steadily from east to west and toward the equator over most of the torrid zone. What name was given to these winds? All right, Mountain View Will?
Trade winds.
Yes. Its eastern part is formed by the Patagonian Plateau, and it's... All right, Mountain View Will?
Tierra del Fuego.
Right. Math computation. What is the degree measure of an angle formed by two lines tangent to a circle that intercept arcs measuring 220 degrees and 140 degrees? All right, that's going to be Will.
80 degrees?
No. Answers. All right, Caden.
0 degrees.
40. We were looking for 40 degrees. One flew east, one flew west, one flew blank. All right, Bo?
Over the cuckoo's nest?
That's correct. All right, that was the last question of the match. So, do we have any challenges? Will, no challenges? Caden, no challenges?
No challenges.
All right, so looking at our score, Mountain View ends the game with 310, Haas Hall Fayetteville with 200. And so Haas Hall Fayetteville will be our runners-up for the 3A state championship. Mountain View, the 3A state champion in Quiz Bowl. Congratulations. We're going to throw it now over to Lauren and Bill.
What a great match. It's going to take a while for my heartbeat to go down. Congratulations. Bill, you've been in this a long time. Have you seen him? Talk about that
I have
match.
seen students get hot like Will did in this game, and he was relaxed and he was focused. And when you get up against a student like that, it's hard to stop them. Some coaches will call a 30-second timeout to try to chill them out. Like a football player, you could chill the kicker. But Will was just amazing in that fourth quarter. It was like somebody had lit his fire, and he was coming off really, really quick. Haas Hall is a wonderful team, well coached. They'll be back. You never can tell. Mountain View will be back. This was an excellent game to be played. And the glitches that we had in it, I want to really compliment the judges. They did a wonderful job. Wonderful job.
All right, thank you. Okay, let's go back to the University of Central Arkansas for the awards presentation. Carolyn.
And now we have our 3A awards to give out here. First, we need to tell you about the all-tournament team. There are a number of kids on this from the different 3A teams that played at state. Joel Williams from Atkins, Aubrey Jones from Harding, Denver Pettit, Glenn Rose, Sam Bishop over here from Haas Hall Fayetteville, Hayden Partain from Cedarville, Daniel Jarvis, Haas Hall Fayetteville, Dathan Bott from Center Point, DJ Black from Haas Hall, DJ Black from Genoa Central, Adrian Hughes from Haas Hall Fayetteville, Zion Lloyd from Riverview, Parker McNeil of Harding, Ben Bishop over here from Center Point, and Ben Williams from Center Point. No. And Ben Bishop is over here at Mountain View. Got a couple of Bens in a row there. Sorry about that. Matthew Vandiver from Riverview, Vivian Angelis of Center Point, Hayden Rogers of Center Point, and we might need our MVP today, Will Fowkes of Mountain View, who only averaged close to 30 points a game, something like that. And now we need to award those teams that just played their trophies for today. Haas Hall Fayetteville, come on up and get your second place trophy. Great job. And y'all will be getting a check for $1,500 to be split amongst all you players today. So that'll help a little bit. And Will, you want to come on over here and get the trophy for Mountain View? The first place one here, and y'all will get a check for $3,000 to split amongst all you guys. So congratulations. Wonderful job today. And now we will go back to Lauren in the studio.
Congratulations once again to all the teams, especially Mountain View tonight. There is one more match here at the Arkansas Governors Quiz Bowl Association State Championships. Up next, it's the 6A State Championship featuring the high schools from Russellville and Lake Hamilton. We'll see you soon.